Alright YouTube, my name is Mike. I have a tiny little machine shop here in my garage. Got my closing milling machine behind me here. I've been watching Adam and Tom's videos for quite a while now. Avon 79 and Ox Tools. And I decided that I'd give this a shot. I'm not a trained machinist. Never went to school to learn how to do any of this. I didn't have a whole lot of training on it, running this stuff, just in general. I kind of learned from my dad. He was a machinist for 30-something odd years for Heinz. And I inherited this stuff a few years ago. Kind of went through the family as my grandfather's. And I kind of learned how to use it on the fly. A lot of the stuff I've learned how to do, I've learned from watching people on YouTube like Tom and Adam. Those guys are awesome, and if you watch any of my videos, definitely check out their page because they're the ones that really know what they're doing. This is more of a learning experience for me. I'm still learning how to do everything, and I figured it might help other people. If they see me learning, they can watch some of my mistakes. So let's jump right in. Right now I'm working on getting the milling machine leveled out. I got some plates cut out, some angle iron cut out from another project I did. Everything I cut, I used the oxygen acetylene torch. Not real great with that either, but let's get the holes drilled and get everything set in so we can get this bad boy leveled. Alright, so this is what we're working with here. The camera will focus. I've got a piece of 2-inch, 1/4-inch thick angle iron. I'm going to be bolting this down to the ground, and then I'll be putting my elevation bolts in on these ears that I welded on the other day. So let me set the camera up here. Sorry for the bouncing around. We'll get her done, or attempt to anyways. First thing I'm going to be doing is marking the other hole and trying to get that thing drilled. Nice and cramped in here. Alright, let me check my depth. I got a piece of electrical tape on here to mark how far I need to go down. And I'm good. So let's see if it'll fit up the way it is right now. I had a little bit of a problem when I was cutting and mounting this side up. The first hole shifted a little bit, so I've got to accommodate for that, and I'm going to see if it'll work here. I'm sure you guys don't want to look in my rear end, so I'll try to do this from the other side here in this corner. resumed, it looks like I'm going to have to take a little bit off of this one here. It's only about 1/8 of an inch I need to remove. So let me get my cheapo bandsaw set up and I'll get the camera turned around for you guys. Alright, so here's the bracket here. This is the way it's sitting up against the machine. I need to take just a little bit off of this side. Looking at it, I might just take this whole lip off here. I think it'll be easier to cut that way. It'll be for sure enough. So I got it notched out. I'm going to clean this up real quick with the grinder. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, but we'll be done here in a second. Alright. Got all the grinding done. I hope. We'll see how she fits up. It looks like you're good. So I'm going to seat these in. And then once these are in, I'm going to weld up the actual elevation bolts here I have for this. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good camera angle on this because I need to turn around, so we'll give it a try and see how it goes. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this very well or not, but I'll try to do it in view. Try to edit that mess out of there so you guys want to see that. Alright. I knew I'd ate up those threads a little bit. like 100 degrees out in my garage right now. It's really nice out here. These to go in here. My first try, I just welded some 1/2 inch plate to the bottom of these bolts to get them the height that they needed to go in here. And I don't really need that anymore, but that's not going to hurt it because it's just about perfect the way it is. What I'm going to do to make sure these don't twist up on me or move at all, I'm just going to lock them on top real quick. Alright, so let me get out of here. I'm going to try a different camera angle with for my welder to weld those things in place, so we'll see how that goes. If it's not in the video, I messed up. camera set up in a kind of a funky position because these are in kind of a funky position to weld on. I got my Adam Booth pot holders here. And I'm just gonna tack these in place real quick and see how it looks. Now the settings I'm using are the recommended settings on my little Lincoln MIG welder here, and it's just 140. So we'll see how it does on this heavy duty stuff. Not great, but not horrible. I can live with that. It'll hold it. Alright. And that was my circuit breaker popping because this little machine pulls too much juice, so I might have to turn it down and go a little bit slower. I'll be back. Alright, so sorry about the noise. I'm sure it's obnoxious. I got my fan moved over here because this stuff does have zinc on it, and I don't feel like getting zinc poisoning today. So I got it turned down a little bit, so hopefully it won't blow my breaker again. And let's see what I do with it. That is horrible. Let's try that thing. A little bit better. Tweak it a little bit more and see what it does. A lot better. A whole lot better. Spot right here. Alright, I might need to add wire here because I'm getting down to the bottom of the spool, but hopefully it'll last. Move everything over here. And see about getting this side welded up. I don't know how the camera's gonna fit in over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything, but we'll give it a whirl and see how it does. Doesn't look too bad. I think I'm gonna have to shut the camera off because I gotta move it to get in there to get the backside. So we'll be back. Alright, I don't know how well this is gonna focus. I have to use the light that's on the camera, but Got both little pieces welded on each side. So next thing is to attempt to level this bad boy. So I gotta reset the camera and get ready to do that. Alright, so I got all the stuff there done. Let's see if I can show you what I did on the inside to stabilize a little bit more. I drilled and tapped those feet so it's pushing up there, and then everything else is holding it down around the sides. And I don't have my precision level out here right now, but hopefully that'll be clear enough for you to see. It's almost there according to that, and I should have my precision level next week to finish it out, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I think we're done for now. And as you can see, it's still really freaking hot. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll try to get some more stuff made up once I get all this stuff done. Hopefully I'll be able to show you some of what I normally do with these machines instead of setting them up. Have a nice one.